Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. And her third. From left to right. Sets up. Oh,
Down.
watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to CFSL PX1 Sports. Our Thursday night continues. We've got Notre Dame versus number 10 Virginia Tech. My name is Anthony. Dom is still with me as always. Shout out to the producer, Mike Peters and Austin Crow for making tonight happen. I hope you're all still doing great and ready for some more football before our Thursday night comes to an end. Dom, how we feeling?
Oh, how did I end up here? Oh, man. It is a rocking night here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as the Hokies are going to be fielding this kick return as somebody gets leveled. And Dansby is going to scamper forward 27 yards to start the drive off. Now, Anthony, I did get to talk to Ninja, the AD of Notre Dame, and he said directly he is looking forward to this loss tonight.
Looking forward to the loss tonight. That's the kind of energy we're bringing. I like it, actually.
And you can direct quote that tweet.
Noted. Let's go and get my handy dandy notebook. Quick pass. We're starting things off early and exciting. At that, Harper Orndorff will go 23 yards to start things off.
And Harper's absolutely going to toast him on that first route. Believe it looked like to me like it was a corner route. Nope, just a little sit down, turn around, and absolutely go pick up some extra yards. That's how you get it started.
First and 10, just about on the 50. And the orange, which are very bright orange, got highlighters out there, will start to make their way down again. And that one's going to be off to the white jersey.
And St. Major's going to make the heads-up play there, throwing it away and getting it out of his hands. Toss one early to the Goth girls here in Blacksburg.
Got to make sure they're paying attention for the big game, you know? Another pass away. Reception on that one for 1 yard to John Lee. They'll make it 3rd and 9. So tough start here for the offense after what was initially a great play to get things going.
Just because you saw it don't mean you can't get it to convert and shift gears.
St. Major, where you looking? Right up the middle for an easy peasy first down. Just when it was getting scary, Malcolm Dansby takes it 13 yards.
And gets the dump off to Dansby, who's going to shift gears and pick up and move forward for the first down for the Hokies.
Another pass. So far, it's been hit or miss. This one's a big hit. It'll be a sack for Notre Dame. Peyton Lang coming on through, getting an early sack. An eventful start to this game.
And Lang is absolutely just going to manhandle the guard off the edge, say, get off me, and gets to St. Major in a hurry.
Now, 2nd and long. We'll see how Notre Dame tries to handle this one on defense. Not much running so far for Virginia Tech to start this one off. Once again, to the air. Another bullet. And this one will work out for a gain of 11.
And Tatum Melanishin in on the reception. Little bit of sketchy footwork in the backfield. St. Major's got to drop back a little bit farther and does not want to get tripped up by Orndorff or Dansby in the backfield.
Here we go again. Couple open members. This one's aired out deep. It's real good to Harper. Orndorff for 29 yards. Virginia Tech starts off the scoring early.
And Harper touchdowns make me excited. Touchdown Hokies. They strike first early on their first drive.
Getting it going early tonight. Just a couple of minutes and we've got points on the board. Notre Dame will be called to respond here on the kickoff, and away it will go. On the reception, where are we going? We making up distance. We got speed. Notre Dame hit pretty far back. Some troubles getting back forward, and Cease Miller will go 20.
And now the sophomore Matt Perez is going to trot out to the field to face this daunted big backs of Blacksburg that this secondary is known to be.
You know, I'm glad I gave that back to you. You deserved it. Gonna be a keeper on the first one, but just taking too long. Instant sack. Mac Perez loses for Alfredo Barfield. Just
And
like
the
expected, starts it off.
The Italian Stallion getting back in a hurry, bringing Perez to the turf.
Pass out from Perez. Open man. Decent gain. Fights for some more, but Tom Brown will find 9. Just a bit too close to out of bounds.
And the tight end is going to get that early catch and going to scamper forward. Look here, Frosty. I want to hear it.
It's fun in the booth tonight. Perez still got to go. You got to release it. Matt Perez sacked again. 4th and 12, and 2 of those downs were sacks. This one, the Jackson McHenry.
And they are just sending missile after missile through this line and daring Perez to get that pass off quicker. 2 sacks in 3 plays is such a lethal start for the defense.
Here we go again. Matt Perez and the squad will punt it away. Virginia Tech will be on offense. We'll see how the punt return goes. Haven't gotten to look too much at a return from Virginia Tech. Out of the gate, looked okay, but Malcolm Dansby gets a bit swallowed up at gain of 11.
And Major and Company looking to come back out and reestablish the quick dominance they had on that first drive. Let's see if they can come out and get something to shake.
Right to the air. Not quite a first, but a good pickup. Q is going to find 7 on that one. I'll make it 2nd and 3 for Virginia Tech.
And Q getting that early reception in. Both teams are utilizing the tight end. Like to see that kind of energy early in the game.
Trying to keep that energy up. Maybe look for a first down, if not more. And pretty good field position here for Virginia Tech. To the air again. And this time rushed. Almost lost that one. Great pressure from Notre Dame. One of the better defensive plays we've seen from them thus far. And I believe
that was Cease Miller in on the tackle.
Thank you.
Cease Miller had 24 tackles coming into the game, absolutely getting busy out there as Virginia is just going to take it off, and Q Locklear is going to find the end zone to extend the Hokie lead 13-0 over Notre Dame.
Playing no games, right to the house for Q. With the kick, make it 14-0 in just a few minutes. What a start for Virginia Tech.
Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Made it look so simple out there. Virginia Tech is firing right now on offense, and they're going to be calling on the defense to come out one more time and get another turnover or stop.
The kick is away. Notre Dame will await. Sure, they feel like they've got to make something happen. Hopefully they don't press too much early. Great return, though, for Olin Norris. That'll be 30 1 yards, setting Notre Dame up pretty decently. You can see the team defense so far has just been spectacular on that first drive. We'll see if Virginia Tech can manage to keep that up, Don.
Yep, and over on Twitch, we have a 13-yard touchdown run by Ryan Roloski as Oregon goes up 7-0 on Penn State with 4:29 in the first.
Fired over to his left. Will be a gain of 2 for Jet Adams. Oh, another Jet.
Oh, yeah, I believe there's either 3 or 4 Jets across the league.
They can fly in formation. Perez takes the snap, scanning for options. Takes the short pass. Andy Johnson gets flattened, does make the reception, and gets the first down. Just going to have a couple bruises tomorrow.
Jordan Hack absolutely hacking down like a tree. And yeah, it looks like, maybe we have a confirmation of 4 Jets in the league.
4 Jets, wow. Oh, Matt Perez in trouble again, not getting away. Already the 3rd sack of this game. Virginia Tech will not let up. That's the 2nd sack for Alfredo.
And the Italian Stallion is absolutely just flying in there. Perez gets off the first one. Patrick McHenry couldn't bring him in, and the Italian Stallion absolutely just swoops right in. And get off my back, both of you.
We can definitely hear the giggles, the energy's there.
Leave me alone, both of you.
Perez will take it. Is the pressure going to continue out? Perez tries to scramble away, has to deal with too much orange, goes down 3rd and 15. Nate Skinner will get credit with a sack on that one. It is a tough night for Matt Perez early.
And Nate Skinner finding an early way to skin the cat, and nothing is doing for Perez. Nate, is that your first ever sack? That is a very good question. Survey says I don't see one for the season. I'll have to do some deeper digging.
Oh my God, they got him again! Matt Perez not quite sacked on this one, but the pressure is relentless. Matt Perez might need an ice bath before the next drive.
And Alfredo Barfield in on almost the 3rd sack of the game.
All right.
There, you can't hear any excitement now.
You sold it well. Head down, 10-yard return for Malcolm Dansby.
And Nate, we can confirm that is in fact Nate Skinner's first career sack of his career. So congratulations.
With how the night's going, it might not be the last one of his career.
Certainly not for Alfredo.
Definitely not for this game even. Now on the offensive for Virginia Tech. 3-yard rush from Malcolm Dansby.
And Dansby is going to get his first touch and going to fall forward for positive. And I'm not acknowledging that.
Handoff. A lot of speed out, but run down, so no gain for Malcolm Dansby.
It's a long run for nothing gained. That's a good way for the Fighting Irish to lock in and allow nothing at the line of scrimmage.
3 for 3 so far on 3rd down conversions. BT will certainly want to continue that. Steps back, pass good. First down acquired and then some with the stiff arm. Malcolm Dansby, star of the show so far tonight, finds 19 on his 2nd reception of the game.
And 3rd and screen is successful. 60% of the time, the screen works every time, and we are eating in that 60% right now.
Just nonstop. It's crazy that the pace of both offense and defense for Virginia Tech feels so significant. I've become accustomed to, even in blowouts, you kind of see one way or the other. But for this one so far, both sides are clicking, and Virginia Tech not missing a step. Not missing a first down either. Just barely short. Q's going to find 9 there, making it 2nd and 1.
And that's just credit to the resiliency of this year's Virginia Tech squad. They've had some controversy in the middle of the season. They've really righted the ships, and it is all vibes in Blacksburg.
Handoff. Some fighting for the first down. Very successful for Maxwell. Definitely needed that one. You could kind of feel the fight going through. And it'll be another first down, another new set of downs for Virginia Tech.
Credit to the Hokies mixing in Orndorff and Dansby in the backfield right now, really letting them both stay fresh.
Another handoff by Virginia Tech, killing the clock on this one, 2 yards for Malcolm.
Just getting it done any way you can. It ain't got to be pretty. They don't have to be flashy. Moving forward is all you can ask for.
They're certainly doing that. And then when they're on defense, they're pushing Notre Dame backwards. Already down to 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Another first down for Virginia Tech. This one very, very clean, very, very quick. To number 4, Tatum.
And Melanition just turning on another level after picking up that catch and trying to cut through and burn into the end zone. Gonna come up a little bit short on that, but is going to move Virginia Tech into very, very beautiful territory right now, as we are already 5 yards into the red zone.
The Jets were on there for Tay. I certainly agree. It'll be a handoff, this time through to Maxwell. He's got a lot of space to go. We'll find 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
Tay finally getting receptions. What a concept. Oof, you can feel it in the air. And if you look at those total yards, yike.
It's a sassy night, it would seem. All around. Pass out from St. Major. So much time to the mascot.
Hey, even he gets the catch. They're just spreading that ball around right now, and everybody is eating.
Major. Some motion. Calls for it. Snap out. Quick pass to the end zone. It's caught. Savannah Olzer into the end zone. She'll grab her first win of the game. Virginia Tech will go up 20-0, and quickly at that, we are still in the first quarter, and that is now 3 touchdowns.
And the banana strikes again for a touchdown. Not again, but finally strikes, as 2/3 of the Blacksburg girls have now received touchdowns. Just got to find a way for Tatum Melanition to get into the end zone. And it is all aces for Virginia Tech right now. Up 21-0.
All right, get those push-ups in as we continue on. Notre Dame will wait to return. And if I'm Virginia Tech, if my defense comes through and they do what they did the previous couple possessions, this could become a nightmare very quickly for Notre Dame. On the return, Olin not going to find too much. Excuse me, that was Cease Miller who finds 29 yards on that one. And yeah, very interested in the dichotomy of a turkey doing push-ups.
Well, clearly we just witnessed it, so I don't know what the problem is.
We did, but, further investigations are due. It's kind of like you see a turkey doing push-ups. It's kind of like seeing Barry Bonds hit one 700 feet. You get out the cups and start asking questions. Perez back to pass. Pressure on. This time a pass good. Not quite a first down for Olin Norris. Gain of 9.
Not going to be able to get it done on the ground, so you look to utilize Olin Norris in the air, and it is found positive for 9 yards on that throw.
Perez once again looking to get a first down for Notre Dame. They'll do it on the ground. Pretty good run. Olin Norris will find 10 yards.
Mascot was just winging it. And that right there is the interim AD, and that's why he's an interim.
That's tough. That's tough. Where are we going, Perez? We're going towards the left, but it's going to be in and out of the hands. That, I guess, is just too much from Virginia Tech so far. It's kind of getting in the heads of players like Olin Norris.
The essence and the aura of Alfredo Barfield was near and simply could not fathom.
Immaculate aura. Perez, pressure on, almost sacked again. It'll be incomplete. He did get it off in time, but my goodness, it just does not stop from this Virginia Tech defense. Gunny Creedon on that one.
Actually, that credit goes to CJ Reese. Reese got there first.
Catch. That pass is good. Andy Johnson for 7.
And they are going to come up short, having to punt it again. And over on Twitch, we have a 2-yard touchdown run by Kylan Oden for Oregon, taking a 14-0 lead with 8:41 in the second.
So with punting the ball away, Notre Dame has a very tough first quarter behind them. That one will fly back through. Virginia Tech will get the ball back, leading 21-0 with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And you can see by the stats of their offense, they are having a fun game. They're just kind of, they put the difficulty on easy mode, at least so far in the first quarter. It's up to Notre Dame to try to turn this one around, get the controller to the big brother, but runs like that right up the middle Finding 15 for Malcolm. That's going to hurt.
Well, the way that they're putting that ball in the air, I guess you could say that they're just winging it.
All right, 2 winging it is crazy. I guess 2 wings. I'll let it pass.
Exactly. You have to have 2 wings, right?
Next up, you got to talk about the neck.
Get to the gizzards eventually.
Exactly. Pass. It's caught. Another first down. Elijah Parks goes 19.
And what a catch for Elijah Parks. Absolutely what can you say about seeing a tight end with that neck roll like that? That big man's looking out there to catch that ball, drop his shoulder, and hit somebody.
25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Virginia Tech back to the line. We'll see how many plays we get off before the end of the first here. St. Major takes a snap. Analyzes, has so much time. My goodness, airs it deep, but it's right into the hands of Notre Dame. It'll be an interception, taking a knee. That's a big oof. Big oof, but what a play from Notre Dame. Cease Miller trying to keep Notre Dame in the game.
Unnecessary throw downfield, looking for Harper Orndorff all day, but unfortunately that ball's going to land in the hands of Cease Miller as the Fighting Irish are going to get a turnover.
Should be the last play of the first quarter. Perez, a lot of time, airs it, gives it right on back to the orange. Sure, why not? Turnover from Notre Dame.
Nate, no, that is Jordan Hack all day. Absolutely getting in and stealing that right back. And that's saying ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, and unfortunately I did before. Now this is the last play of the first quarter, providing anything else ridiculous, I guess. St. Major has time, but on the run, can't find a connection. Justin Adams putting some pressure on. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 2 coming up, 21-0. Virginia Tech looking dominant so far. Can they keep it up? All right, back to the line, Dom. Let's see if Virginia Tech can continue to just put in numbers up. They can play a bit safer in the air. Another short pass. This one's good. First down.
Just going to play it safe, get underneath, and let John Lee do the rest of the work. Absolutely good running by John Lee, getting the first down.
John Lee, original star of John Wick. Factual information.
Wait, what?
Handoff. So much space to go. Is it a first? It is 11 for Malcolm Dansby.
And Malcolm Dansby just getting around everybody. Way to weave through traffic.
Seems like every play is a first down at times. This one gets shut down. Just 1 yard for Malcolm Dansby. Virginia Tech is just going crazy so far. It does feel like Notre Dame needs some kind of momentum, some kind of thing to happen. It could have been that interception, but it going right back into the hands of VT kind of took that away. Now St. Major checks on the sideline of Notre Dame.
And the second one's going to be going to the Goth girls out there on the sidelines. First one had his number, and I'm pretty sure he just put Alfredo's number on that ball. Good looking out by St. Major.
Major, faster throw than we've become accustomed to seeing. Quick tackle, 4th and 6. So one of the least successful drives for VT, but they're going to take the field goal on this one. After the kick, we'll have a Twitch update as well.
Actually, I've got you right now while we wait for the kick to go by Shane Kitt over up on
Nice and
Twitch.
clean. Nice.
We have it up on Twitch. That kick is solid. A 19-yard touchdown pass to Big Bob McRoberts for the Ducks to take a 21-0 lead. 6:39 in the second. Sounds like they're having about as much of an experience as we're having over here on YouTube, Anthony.
I'm glad it's actually the Ducks this time. I baited myself earlier. I was looking forward to the matchup. The return for Notre Dame. A lot of room. We going. We're stopped. Cease Miller finds 38.
Ooh, that almost could have seen just taillights, but a walk-on is going to snag him down before any real damage can be done. Now, you saw there already this early into the second quarter, and Virginia Tech's already registered 4 sacks.
Perez going to keep this one. A lot of speed at the middle. Tucks it. Finds 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, Jordan, stop. No, you are. Nah, we saw that spelling. Don't hide over there.
Perez has an open man for the first down. Will fight for more too with a nice stiff arm. Olin Norris will take it 13 yards.
And Gunny Creedon is going to have to ride Olin Norris to the turf, as Olin is going to pick up additional yards after contact.
Drop. Perez on the run. Almost hands it right on back. Gunny Creedon will knock that one away. Gets credit for a tackle on it.
And Chris Wolf swats it away and almost picks that off.
The cameraman keeps baiting me tonight.
Ah, it's okay. I know this team. I can see those numbers anywhere.
Especially with the bright orange unis. To the sideline for Matt Perez. 3rd and 10.
Ooh, almost into dangerous territory. Throw it in the vicinity of Hack, and Hack's going to itch to almost come down with another interception.
Perez, a little bit of time for once, but almost thrown away. Chris Wolf, second deflection, back to back.
Ooh, and Wolf with his second deflection, not letting anything get past him.
Crowd pumped up for the punt. Away it goes from Notre Dame. Back through the end zone.
And Gunny, you know we got you. We're not afraid to call you out.
Back on offense, Virginia Tech looking to extend their lead that's already been dominant. Still a lot of time here in the first half. First pass of the drive is good. Q Locklear goes 18 yards.
That corner route is so beautiful. If you have a receiver that has good route running and can create space on that break, oh, it is art. Speaking of art, over on Twitch, a 3-yard touchdown run by Richard Williams for Penn State. They've now entered the game with a 21-7 Oregon lead. 5:06 left in the first half.
I'm sure Notre Dame would like to do the same thing here. Enter the game.
No.
Major finds it. Tackle. First, is there more? The push out of bounds just when it was needed. Melanishin goes 24 yards.
Ooh, unfortunately, you seem to be you must be predicting the future, because you are seeing a little bit in advance of me right now, partner.
Oh. What can I say? I'm like that. Well, I'll enjoy the future. You can check out the past mistakes. Try to help out Notre Dame. St. Major. Quick bullet. First down and some more. Brought down. Malcolm Dansby goes 17 yards. A gain like that, Notre Dame started to feel the pressure of the chains moving consistently by Virginia Tech. That's been their gameplay so far, is just keep it moving, keep the momentum rolling, and seemingly stop any answer from Notre Dame. Back to the line, 1st and 10. Just about on the 20. The snap. Majors. Mind on the end zone. First pass looking for a first. John Lee will go 7. Makes it 2nd and 3.
And that's a good catch there by John Lee, getting it up there where it needs to be.
Major trying to make a major improvement on the score. Easy peasy. Right to Savannah. 14-yard touchdown. Just like that, Virginia Tech make it 30-0.
And the Savannah Banana strikes again for the second touchdown of the evening for Savannah, as Virginia Tech is now up 30-0, pending the PAT by Shane Kitt.
Just like that, huh? Kick away, make that 31-0. Virginia Tech, fantastic first half so far. Still 5:43 left to go in the second quarter.
It is so refreshing to finally be back in present time with you, man. I can tell you those past mistakes were not anything pretty to have to go over.
Yeah, to go back through again.
Like, woo, way back, not a good look.
Here's the kick. Notre Dame been pretty good on kick returns so far, but this one shut down. 25 for Cease Miller.
And as we look at the stats here, Perez is 6 for 13 and for 48, not doing too bad. Only one rush for Norris, unvery characteristic for Notre Dame. They normally like to predicate this game through his hands.
Does feel like the game's been fairly reactive so far for Notre Dame, as Virginia Tech's just making everything happen everywhere. Look at this pressure out on the line of Notre Dame, just trying to hold it together. Pass will be broken up, and no gain. Now 6 of 14 on passing tonight for Perez.
Thrown that straight into a gaggle of turkeys over there.
Just turkeys run around the field. All those Irishmen doing their best to fight him away. Oh, right off the hands, 6 of 15 now.
A gobble of turkeys. I don't know. That feels a little too close to CFSL after dark. Well, it is Thursday night.
Pass good, not quite a first down. That'll be 4th and 1. Andy Johnson goes 9 yards. Virginia Tech's defense does it again. Notre Dame will punt it away.
And that's me credit to Augustus Gravely there on the tackle, forcing Notre Dame to have to punt the ball back.
Group of turkeys, a rafter, a flock, gang. You know, with how they're playing tonight, I feel like calling them a squad. You know, it's very calculated, very cerebral.
As you see, as predicated in chat, I've been advised to no longer continue that out loud. As you can see, they indeed have come to play.
Pressure on, Major don't care, airs it deep. Oh my goodness, almost caught off the deflection. It's a good one from Justin Adams to keep that one from going. That might have just been a quick 6 for Virginia Tech otherwise.
And Pyro in chat says the team has late dinner plans. They are trying to speed run this out for everybody.
I can tell, just like that. Another first, 14 yards, Malcolm Dansby.
Now, the way that Dansby's running, he's running to his booth at the Cheesecake Factory afterwards.
Ooh, that sounds good. Big strawberry cheesecake guy.
Chocolate cherry Ghirardelli cheesecake.
Not an insult, not necessarily a compliment. That matches. If you strike me as that. I guess it's a compliment if you like it enough.
No, I take it as a compliment. I'm a very cherry cordial kind of guy. So yeah, that's a pure compliment.
I'm big on strawberries. Kind of any situation.
Jordan Ives, no fireball.
No pit bull on the field quite yet. Handoff and running like a pit bull continues to be Malcolm Dansby.
Fireball. I feel the same way about Jaeger, Frosty.
Virginia Tech continuing to have some fun. Taking their time on this one too. Still moving, still in motion. There's the snap away.
Smooth.
Yeah. All that to be deflected on a great dive. Julius Phillips Jr. with the deflection. Great play there.
And what a deflection indeed. Oh, great. Thanks, Nate. Now I want a Mad Dog. Appreciate it.
Handoff. Not too much to work with. Loss of 1. 3rd and 11. Virginia Tech, Notre Dame showing some signs of life.
And Peyton Lange is going to get back there and get a stop in the backfield.
Third and 11, looking for that first down to keep those chains on moving. Bullet does it. It'll be first. Virginia Tech. Just like that. And Harper again.
4th reception for 75 yards. Harper is in the zone early.
Back to it now that you've got that fresh set. And once again, clean pass connects. Savannah finds 7. She helps out the squad. And Virginia Tech is keeping on rolling in the red zone.
And the Savannah Banana averaging a first down per catch.
Another handoff. This one goes towards that left-hand side. John Lee moving all the way in. 17-yard run. Virginia Tech running up the score now. 37-0.
Big Buddy said, don't mind if I do. Let me get into the party. You get a score. You get a score. Everybody gets a score. At some point, I feel like somebody on the defense is going to get a score.
Goodness gracious. 38-0. Not even halftime. Still 3 minutes to go, by the way.
Said they are rocking and rolling, and they've got reservations for the Sizzler.
Kick away. Notre Dame awaits it. See how they do on the return. Hit or miss tonight so far. And this one, a lot of fighting at the line. Thought maybe it got dropped. Andy Johnson returns it for 25.
Jordan, I've been teased so many times over the last couple of weeks. I would like to see it finally.
Just be glad in this particular game you guys have one, honestly. Low pass, incomplete.
Hey, to be fair, you had a quite entertaining game yourself last night.
Oh yeah, totally. That's what I mean. Just be glad that, here you guys are able to, have some times it just gets called. I've been stuck in some toughies before. Perez looking for somebody. Something keeps it, runs it first. We'll find 11.
And just sticks his helmet into the chest of Gunny Creedon. As over on Twitch, 36-yard touchdown pass to Kelvin Rose for Penn State. 24-14, Oregon still leads with 34 seconds left in the half.
Oof, no good on that pass there from Matt Perez. The pressure continues from the defense at Virginia Tech. Makes it 2nd and 10 here as the first half continues to wind on down.
If Virginia Tech is feeding the team gas station sushi, we need to be investigated. I have concerns.
Oh my goodness, Slater! What a tackle!
You know what? Never mind. Take it back. That gas station sushi about to slap just like Augustus Gravely. Ooh, what a hit!
Seeing sushi while he sleeps with the fishes. My goodness. Perez won't find it again. 4th and 10. Now 7 for 20 from the air. And that defense at Virginia Tech continues to dominate this game.
They are absolutely just getting it in. Now, fun little topic of conversation while we wait for this punt to be returned. We're already talking about a potential mercy, and we're still in the first half, ladies and gentlemen.
Has a first half mercy happened before? I know that's happened in general. It has? Okay. So don't tell me I'm part of some scary history.
I feel like it's been a minute.
Well, we'll see if Notre Dame can slow things down. Oh, it was Kentucky. Interesting. Yes, it has. Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm sorry to reopen those wounds and then put some salt on them. That's my fault.
Sounds like Beat It got beat down.
Here's the run. Gain of 4.
What can you say? Dansby 10 versus 53 yards. Not really having to do much, but it's working. Oh no, not back on EMU. Oh no.
A drop back, quick handoff, a lot of speed up the middle. Does get stuffed out. Maxwell's going to get 5. That makes it 3rd and 1. So VT want to keep threatening for that first half mercy. They got to keep on pushing. 6 of 7 so far on 3rd down conversion, so it's certainly possible. See how it goes as Major leads them out once again. Has options. See Notre Dame lying in wait. One flattened already. A lot of time. Got to get it off. Does not get it off. Does barely, actually. So pressure out. Works out for Notre Dame. They'll force the 4th down. One of their better defensive runs so far we've seen.
That's quite possibly the worst drive we've seen Virginia Tech have all night. And if that's the worst, I feel like you're doing pretty well. And speaking of EMU, I say let's bring back the MAC. I know that I'm about to get immediately messaged no by Friday. Yep, right on cue. Called that to a T. But you know what? We should talk about it.
Perez. Rush on. Just barely got that ball away to Jakeem Briscoe. Thank goodness. Matt Perez has taken a beating tonight.
Ooh, oof. All right, we have reached CFSL After Dark.
Chat needs water. Perez airs it deep. Notre Dame on the board. Andy Johnson, 65 yards.
Well, at least you know you guarantee there's no shutout tonight.
You'll take what you can get. Great catch, though, from Andy Johnson. Good speed after as well. PAT good will be 38-7.
Good pass, but a disappointing outing for that defense. They have been looking very, very, very consistent. And Ouchman, you can at me. Thank you very much. No. We are stopping that chat. We are not starting that conversation.
Speed out on the return. Malcolm Dansby ran into traffic, unfortunately, despite most of that traffic falling down, so be a return of 26. And look at those stats. My goodness.
You know what? I will compromise with you on that one, Frosty. I do not have one on hand. I do have a tall boy twisted T. I can absolutely use that as a substitute if Notre Dame comes back. I agree. Hashtag blame Pyro. Let's get that trending.
Whoa! Crazy catch there for Harper. 19 on the reception.
And speaking of Pyro, Harper absolutely soaring, picking up that first one. And Pyro, don't you tell me how to live my life. I will blame you how I see fit.
Back to the line, 1st and 10, less than a minute to go here in the first half. Major won't have a lot of time on this one. Has to throw it to the sideline.
And the third flirt ball thrown to the crowd.
At least they're catching. We have a post-game fight already planned. We sell tickets?
It's gonna be mean, Pyro. I already know how that's gonna end up.
Can I sell tickets?
I want Tree Fitty of the cut.
I've yet to commentate a fight, so very doable for me. Gotta get it off the checklist. Aired out! Nearly. Intercepted. Julius Phillips with a nice deflection. Second one of the game so far.
Help, I'm being attacked.
That'll make it 4th and 11. BT will punt the ball away. 35 left to go here in the first half.
But why monkeys specifically? Could have been anything. It could have been a Lirapleurodon of all things. But no, monkey. Astis Miller is going to get a 4-yard return on that punt. It's a magical Lirapleurodon.
Perez trying to get something here before the half ends. Almost got picked.
Nate Skinner was looking to bring that in. Thank you, Pyro. You know what? I hate that I have to be nice to you, but thank you.
Clock ticking, handoff from Notre Dame, just trying to bring this half to an end, it would appear. 5 for Olin Norris.
Yes, you can sit in the corner chair and watch. We'll just call it that.
Anyway, halftime is here. Virginia Tech dominating so far. Notre Dame just recently got on the board. It is 38-7 here on CFSL. You're watching PX1 Sports on YouTube. Also action going on Twitch. Thanks for spending your Thursday night with myself and Dom. And Dom, there's not too much to really dissect from that first half. Not too many possibilities, it seems, to go over for the second half. But what would you like to talk about? That's what I'll ask you instead.
Well, here I'll just give some flowers to players as I see fit across the board. St. Major's had a good half. Both Ornsdorf and Dansby. Technically, the Orndorff twins, Harper and Maxwell, have absolutely been having a game. Malnition's been active. John Lee with that beautiful touchdown. Savannah Banana with 2 herself. Look at that defense. Credit to Chris Wolf, Alfredo Barfield, Gunny Creedon, Jackson McHenry, Hack, Skinner, Gravely, even Ziggy Zelensky. Like, everybody is absolutely playing lights out at home and making a dominant statement here. If you look at those first half stats, it is all Virginia Tech and emphatic on that. You're going to have a tie there in the turnover margin. Both quarterbacks have produced a quick little apple turnover for the situation. But second half, there's a possibility for anything to turn it around. Notre Dame's going to be getting the ball here at the half, and let's go.
Let's go indeed. and fighting for some more. Won't be too much. Cease Miller returns for 27. And the second half is away. Virginia Tech, 38-7 over Notre Dame.
Jordan, can I put 1,500 on the blind man?
I'd love to see the mindset of the people who took the spread for this one. Clean pass, Notre Dame. One of their better of the game, actually, offensively.
You look at this matchup. You take the over, and you don't take a second thought. That is an easy slam dunk. And I mean that hurts coming from the official, unofficial broadcaster of Notre Dame football. But unfortunately, this matchup, I mean, you're seeing the production of it. Meanwhile, that is a beautiful throw there by Perez, but they've got a big hole to have to climb out of.
Mm-hmm. Perez with the snap. The most time he might have had this whole game, but on the run, throws it short. Only going to be a gain of 3 despite all the trouble. And Tom Brown grabs it.
Find the security blanket, who's been awfully quiet tonight, and Tom Brown. Usually a very selected target for Matt Perez, and that just shows credit to the defense.
Perez once again has a man. 3rd and 1, but this is some pretty good offensive movement from Notre Dame, all things considered, Tom.
No, I mean, this seems to be the most production they've really had so far this game. So you like what you're seeing coming out of the second half.
See if they can keep it up. Nice pass up the middle. Once again, Andy Johnson, 7 yards. First down, Notre Dame.
Just has a step on Jordan Hack over the middle, and Hack can't hack it out, and they're going to move the chains.
Here we go again for Matt. Scanning, trying to keep that life moving, and does indeed. Jet Adams grabs it. That's going to be 13-38. But Notre Dame coming out of the half looking very different.
This is air traffic control. Jet, you have clearance for takeoff. Right when you needed a stroke going out of the half, Jet Adams is going to clear the tarmac and find a way to shorten that lead down, now only trailing 14-38.
Kick is away. Virginia Tech lies in wait.
Thank you for properly, nice hurdle by the way. Thank you for properly adding me this time.
T.
Yep, still going with hashtag blame Pyro. Check, that tracks to me.
7:41 left to go. See what Virginia Tech can do. Couple scoreless possessions previously. The handoff, and wow, what a read and rundown on Malcolm Dansby. That was pretty impressive so far. More of that, and this will be a very different game. Homer Jackson on the tackle there.
And right on cue, Copper Lotus has joined the chat.
Bullet, quick pass on screen, brought down quickly, however, and Tatum finds 1 yard.
And good fight off the first tackle by Melanisha, as he's going to find a way to churn those legs and move forward, setting up 3rd and 7. Pyro, you handle everything, don't lie.
Here's the handoff. Some room to work this time. That's going to be a first down for Virginia Tech.
All Hokies, they are not worried right now. They see Notre Dame's answer, and they are just playing their game. They are not worried in the slightest.
Yeah, well, the Mercy's definitely gone out the window for at least a little bit. It's still undeniably a strong lead. They can get pretty comfortable. I said a little bit. I know how to dance around the jinxes.
It's Thursday night after dark. There's no skirting around the jinxes. We are the jinx. As Quinn Giese is going to pick up the 7th tackle of the game.
Quick bullet, quick reception from Harper Orendorff, 8 yards.
And Harper is absolutely on fire. 7 receptions, 108. St. Major's already passed 352 yards in 4 touchdowns. What style on that throw. The fadeaway to John Lee as he's going to get forward for 9 yards.
All right, we good. I'm back.
Welcome back.
That was a weird one. We're both having a fun night with the technology tonight, it would seem, though. Quick pass off to the left-hand side. Tatum will grab it for 11. Great reception there from Melanition.
See, that's what happens when they keep us on opposite sides of the tank. We can't just get in sync.
True. Are we going with it, Major? Right up the middle. Should be good for a first down. It is indeed. Savannah grabs it, and now we're in danger territory for Notre Dame. And I expect Savannah might have some looks at the ball again.
I mean, Savannah Bananas already got 2. You might as well feed the hot hand.
Here we go. Quick pass again. And those bullet passes continue to work, Dom. It's been nonstop. That one for 7 yards to John Lee.
If you're gonna give up that inside hip pocket on the slant, you're gonna keep firing it every time. Over on Twitch, a 5-yard touchdown run by Richard Williams, his second of the game. Ducks lead is now 3 at 27-24 with 4:49 in the third, as John Lee is going to skirt right by the pole, can't get it in, and they are knocking on the 1-yard line.
A little bit dangerous there for a second. There's the handoff right into the end zone. Malcolm Dansby goes a 1-yard run, but that's 6 points for Virginia Tech. They now lead 44-14.
And the Mad Dog gets Farrell in the end zone. Virginia Tech answers right back to Notre Dame and says, I see your score. Let's go and still ball, as they repush that lead back up 31 points. And if we talk about Jaeger bombs, I'm going to hurl, I beg you, anything other than Jaeger.
All right, I'll keep that in mind going forward.
The mere smell of Jaeger makes me just ill.
I can never tell if that's a sign of a terrible night or a decent night, you know?
You have it come out your nose and you'll never forget it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Negative fun. That is negative fun, I repeat.
No mas bueno.
And Perez. Target hit. Is it a first down? No, going to be short of it. Jakeem Briscoe brought down after 9.
Oh, that hurt. No pyro. Absolutely not.
Perez, first down, good to Jet Adams. 1-yard reception, but that's all they needed for the first.
Pyro, the official alcohol of Virginia Tech is Jameson and Rumplemints.
Matt Perez, here we go again. Gonna keep this one, has to fight through, has to shove one down. The sit-down mentor finally handled, only a gain of 4, but man, was that an eventful 4 yards.
And the Italian Stallion has to corral him to the turf. Perez gets shifty, makes men miss, but the Italian Stallion is good for it.
Now 2nd and 6. Notre Dame trying to get some more points on the board. Still 4 minutes left to go in the third, but a big sack will bring it back to 3rd and 10. Jackson McHenry with his 2nd of the game.
And I believe that's now 2 different players with 2 sacks in the game, just getting through with constant pressure. And Nate, I'm gonna start calling you Grandpa, because I only know old people in retirement homes that are still out here ordering 7 and 7s.
Picking a lot of fights with chat tonight, Dom.
You gotta pick fights with the boys.
Oh
Ooh.
my goodness, it just does not stop.
And Jackson McHenry is gonna take the sack lead. Says, do not worry about it, I will take that. Just what a punishing hit.
I think Matt Perez might need some time off after this one.
Cryotherapy chamber is going to be a must. Gonna have to throw him in there like the $1 Million Man.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to be taken bereavement. Return for VT. Pretty good return at that. 17 yards for Malcolm Dansby.
Gunny's like, let me get one of those sacks. Well, hey, you just got to get there first. Well, get there first and maintain contact. And I agree with that, Jordan.
Back in scary territory now with Virginia Tech back in offense. Block good, but taking that long route will only result in 2 yards for Malcolm Dansby.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Hey, yo. Not touching that.
Handoff towards the right. This time working out a bit better. Cuts. You got a gain of 6 for Malcolm Dansby.
Again, we're running the long way to pick up minimal yards, but 6 yards is better than not. Setting up 3rd and 2.
Another handoff. First down like it's nothing.
And Gunny, yeah, if you could upgrade a little bit and help out the linebacker room, that'd be nice.
Look at those total yards. Wow.
Just a pure massacre at this point.
2.5 left to go in the 3rd quarter. See where the old orange is looking on this play. A lot of time, but too much time perhaps. Loss of 7 on the sack. And it's the Panzer. Why not? Why not be the tank running on through?
And the Polish Panzer absolutely just get St. Major to the turf. And you know what? It's a good thing I don't need to call on Tyrone for a uniform opinion.
Here's the snap. Majors with some time and options. It's up the middle. Will be a trip to stop things up. Could have been dangerous if not. And Tatum's going to bring that one forward for a first down. And talk about dangerous territory. BT's looking at another score being potentially just right there in front of them.
Just Melanition having a good night. 6 catches, 83 yards, just rapidly approaching 100 yards. Just everybody is having it.
4-4 in the red zone so far for touchdowns. See if it continues. Eyes on, of course, Savannah. Oh, right in the back of the head.
You know, on that note, I'm going to call on Tyrone real quick to find out exactly where that ball was going. Because, buddy, you beamed your center in the back of the head.
Second attempt, going to be a handoff. Turns into traffic, still fights through. You gain of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9, and you would normally feel a little bit of pressure as Geese's picks up 9th tackle of the game, but for some reason this Hokie offense is just vibing, and I don't think they're incredibly worried about it.
You can see the chill factor. The pass at the middle will be broken up there. Notre Dame, you know, credit where it's due. Every now and again you can find a real diamond in the rough play. That one from Julius Phillips Jr. This will be the first time that VT settles for a field goal.
Looks like, and actually, I believe I think this is actually the second field goal.
Second field goal, first time in the red zone.
Yep, there you go. That sounds about right. As the kick by Shane Kitt is up and good.
1 minute, 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Virginia Tech is leading now 48-14. The Orange brought out some luck tonight, I guess. Notre Dame on the return. Some extra yardage after, still fighting. Norris gets 29 that he had to go to war for.
You know, fun fact. Ooh, what a beautiful sack there, might I add. Fun fact, Anthony. Virginia Tech is undefeated when they come out in the all-orange uniforms. Gotta say, it's more of a tradition at this point.
You can see the pressure there from Virginia Tech tonight. It's been nonstop. Matt Perez has had a vicious night.
6 sacks is never a good look.
Not at all. Playing like prime New York Giants out there. Here's the play. Perez does get that target on. So Dior King will find 13 yards on the reception and the first down. The first one of the game for King.
See, that would have been a perfect time to mention like the Jets, maybe the Dolphins, because no offensive line exists.
There's a run from Perez. So he's broken up. Yeah, but you have to keep in mind the kind of, I don't know. Danny Dimes had something going on. It's just easier to blame all the hits he took. Otherwise, it's just sad for him.
No, it's because he's mid.
Very. Perez again to the air. Broken up. Oh my goodness. It was a war of orange for somebody trying to bring that one back. They'll settle with the broken up pass. Now 3rd and 8. And as you can tell from 3rd down conversions being 1 of 8, not Notre Dame's strong suit tonight. Perez will try to make this one better. Not too much pressure on yet, but you got to throw the ball. Finally, it's released. Will not matter. Skinner does too much. Virginia Tech does too much. That ball's dropped. 4th and 8.
Is it a bad time to finally get to say that there was certainly a flock of turkeys pecking at that interception attempt?
I'll allow it.
I waited patiently.
One broken. Stiff arm won't be enough. 8 yards for Malcolm Dansby. It's not the greatest field position that Virginia Tech has started with tonight, but that really hasn't been a stop to them much of the night, Dom.
Hey. This is now the second time we've had Tua slander tonight. What is going on here?
Yeah, tough night for Tua and Matt Perez.
Hey, don't pile on and make it 3. What are you doing?
Great night for Melodition.
No kidding.
5th tackle for Julius Phillips Jr. Snap to Majors. Should be clean 5 yards, about 8 actually for Savannah. Now brings to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 more quarter to go. Virginia Tech is leading 48-14. So a fantastic night if you're rooting for Virginia Tech. Tough night for Notre Dame, but the game continues. You're watching CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Penn State at Oregon is over on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out with us this Thursday night. 1 more quarter to go. And here is that first snap of the 4th. It is a handoff, a stiff arm, a first down for Virginia Tech.
And that is a hard run by Orndorff, shaking off the contact and churning those legs forward for a first.
This time to the air for Majors. Great blocks coming out, and that'll be a first down on the dive from Harper Orndorff.
Yep, Chad has officially reached CFSL peak after dark hours. It is going down in the chat. And you know what else is going down? Another first down for the Hokies.
How was the score over on Twitch? I feel like they haven't had an update in a little bit.
Seems like it's been relatively quiet, but looks like we might have a... I'm predicting an update here in the next couple plays.
Seems like my spidey senses might have been tingling properly.
Well, I can tell you what is tingling right now.
Oh my goodness, right on cue. That's crazy. This is rigged. Loss of 1 for Dansby.
Shh, don't tell them that it's rigged. They start asking questions.
There's a sports book. They should have known.
Yeah, but over on Twitch, we have a 3-yard touchdown run by Derek Tolliver for Penn State. They go up 31-27 with 7:54 left in the 4th.
Cross midfield now for Virginia Tech. Majors trying to add some more points to the tally. My goodness, Melanishin. Heck of a catch.
And Jordan, that is not pyro tingling. That is Melanishin tingling as Superman goes airborne to snag that. And we're going for it on 4th and 4 here, folks.
Sure, why not? And the pass, it's a deep one. It's caught. Melanishin again, 14 yards. First down and then some.
And Melanishin is officially over the century mark herself. What a performance here.
37 of 50 for Majors and not done yet. 38 brought back for 4.
And Melanishin's going to have to give up some of those as C. Smiller is going to get in on the TFL.
All over that one. Now 2nd and 14 with 7:19 to go.
Crazy look for Virginia Tech to be going for that on 4th down. That is wow.
Yeah. Here's the snap. Majors not looking too deep quite yet, just looking to make up some ground. And Elijah Parks will find 6 yards.
Now, right now, you don't feel like you really need to risk it for the biscuit necessarily. You're already in what should be comfortable field goal range. You're just kind of chilling right now.
The pass to the end zone. It's a grab. Oh yeah, John Lee takes it home. That's a touchdown for Virginia Tech, 54-14.
I was literally trying to get out of my mouth, I smell a touchdown, as not only do we get a touchdown for John Lee, but over on Twitch, a 60-yard touchdown to Matthew Gully for Oregon to go back up 34-31, 7:20 left over on Twitch. Oh, you Michael Dyer, first off, love the reference, but you'll also love to see the effort. No, you love to see it.
Kick away to Notre Dame. They will return it. and they will not gain too much ground. Stace Miller runs 21 yards on that one, 55-14 with 6:43 left to go.
You know, Frosty, I think that's the wrong Auburn game that I'd be mad about. Well, yeah, you know, national title implications. That freshman Bo Nix first game against y'all in Dallas, that was more of a no way y'all lost that.
Crowd is excited, waiting for their victory to come in simply. Notre Dame still trying to put some work in. Quick tackle, loss of 2 for Olin Norris.
CJ Reese is going to sniff that out, and nothing is doing.
I'm impressed Matt Perez's arm can still throw the football with all the tackles that he's taken so far tonight.
Unfortunately, I don't feel like we've seen the last tackle for Perez.
Oh, is that a Nostradamus coming in? Pressure on, pass is good.
That not a prediction, more a spoiler, as Alfredo Barfield's going to get in and snag that down for a minimal gain.
Still 1 of 9 on third down conversions for Notre Dame. Trying to make it better on this attempt. At least get that second one through. Perez, not a lot of options. Gets it out of his hands, but nobody's there.
Nothing doing, just going to get it out.
Is a flag coming through. Oh my goodness, look who did it. Look who did it. Can we go to the, can we go get a sidelines interview, perhaps?
He's fired. He's no longer a part of the program, and he has been hauled off to Guantanamo Bay.
Goodness gracious. Well, that's going to be a new set of downs for Notre Dame after they pass interference. Perez, in danger of a sack, throws it away. Kai Buford gets a deflection.
If I don't acknowledge chat, it's not happening.
You in the fetal position, blanky up.
Don't call me out over here in my pink chair.
Poor guy. Perez tries to keep it, fights off 1, fights off 2, runs into the third and goes down into 2.
Absolutely tried to find Pater and just get smacked by Kai Buford.
Still 1 of 9 on third down. Pass interference, changed it to 4. It's 3rd and 8. Perez to the air, some time, fires, almost intercepted by CJ Mucci.
And Mucci just says, I don't think so, lets it fall to the turf. And the backs are going to send it back to the offense to get more points on the board.
Here's the return. 13 for Malcolm Dansby, 55-14, and 5 minutes to go.
I mean, Anthony, what really can you say at this point? You gotta feel like it's just as you please.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm sure Virginia Tech at this point just want to grab themselves a mercy, but Notre Dame want to grab themselves a sack. That's going to be one for Mikal Miller.
You know, maybe necessarily, you know, probably shouldn't give your quarterback up for a sacrifice just because, like, first off, AO, but second off, yikes, not a good look. And if you look at that total yardage, also, yike.
Some time on the snap. There it is, the Majors. Looking. The rush out from Notre Dame. Somehow he got that pass away. It's kind of remarkable he even did.
He unlocked Ultra Instinct, evaded the rush, and just gets it out safely to the turf. Chad, if y'all keep this up, they're not going to invite us back.
Deep pass. Oh, what a dive. Harper Orndorff, 30 yards.
And Harper doing the wildest things all evening as just shy of 150 yards on the night as Julius Phillips Jr. is going to get credited in on that tackle.
Whew, a catch. Virginia Tech really trying to go down the field on this one. They've got the time to do it. Still 4.5 left to go. Here's the handoff. And Swanson will fight for Swanson. Malcolm Dansby. I don't know where Swanson came from. It's fine. My brain's falling out, Tom.
Your brain's falling out. I'm having a stroke. Chat's falling apart. It's Thursday, not on YouTube.
It's, yeah. Yep. First down. Hey, that's something to be excited about. 6 yards for Malcolm.
Pyro, no one asked you. I do as I please.
6 tackles for Steve. Another handoff. A lot of room to go on this one. A broken tackle, too. Finally stopped after the first down. Maxwell Orndorff will go 13.
And this is just a masterclass right now. It's Justin Adams is going to get in on that play, credited for the tackle. Hokies are just moving as emphatically as they please.
A lot of time. Pass over. That's a 1.
And apparently, according to chat, Mel's going to get credited with 2 pancakes on that play. That's just called extra effort. That's how you know a team just wants it more.
I could go for 1 or 2 pancakes right now.
You know what? Honestly, I could really go for French toast instead.
You know, it's so funny. I was going to say you're not a crepe guy, but I don't feel like you're a pancakes guy. Then you come back with the French toast.
You know, actually, hate crepes, hate waffles, love pancakes.
I knew you weren't a crepes guy. I had that feeling. Majors to the sideline.
You can blame IHOP for that one. And then again, I did that to myself going to IHOP for crepes.
I feel like crepes is a thing you got to go to a crepe place for to get the good experience, you know?
Let me tell you, in Alabama, we don't just have those.
That makes sense. Major to the end zone. Caught. Malediction takes it in. 61 points for Virginia Tech.
And the Blacksburg girls complete the trio as all 3 girls on offense are now finally in the end zone with touchdowns as Virginia Tech just extends this lead. But credit to Melanesian for that bean top of a snag. Over on Twitch, a 2-yard touchdown run by Alexa Earl. Oregon takes a 41-34 lead, 3:18 left.
What an impressive catch there. An even more impressive score. It is now 62-14 on the kickoff to Notre Dame.
2 points, and that seals the deal here, folks.
And 3 minutes for it to happen. So of all the ones we've had, Tom, this definitely feels like the most possible.
Alfredo Barfield pick 6 inbounds.
I would throw up.
I would too. That'd be my first career pick.
I see you fighting for it, but the rest of the line will get there first. Matt Perez will aim for your sideline.
Hey, I'm just sitting there helping out. I'm holding that bay. Let them get some stats.
Here's a handoff. Not going to be for too much. Just too much pressure back from Virginia Tech. Norris will find a yard.
Either MVP Aaron Rodgers or rookie season Jameis. That's wild.
Hope you get the same kind of speeches as Jameis and not ones like Aaron.
We eat dubs in Blacksburg. And stolen crab.
Perez almost just got sent to a new dimension on that hit. Did get the ball off. 4th and 4, though, for Notre Dame. So with over 2.5 minutes left to go, Notre Dame will get the ball back to Virginia Tech. Remember, 2 more points, and we're out of here.
I unfortunately don't think that's gonna unfortunately happen as much as we all crave it. They're gonna come out and chew the clock, or they could be really disrespectful and just 7 yard and make us all happy. But and yes, we are doing the ayahuasca retreat. Looking forward to that.
Handoff up the middle. Short run for 5.
Either starter Ryan Fitzpatrick or backup Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oof. If you know, you know. Chat is rooting for the score here.
First down, so their rooting is getting them something. That's a 10-yard rush. Chains will move as well.
He's gonna take it down to just around that sub 60-second mark. You're gonna have about 2 more attempts here to try to break it off.
Big moment for the boys back home. Virginia Tech.
Well,
it's another handoff.
Technically, the boys are at home.
Slam. First down.
Oh, Maxwell, you gotta stay up. You had the opportunity. You are the chosen one.
All right. Last chance. What are we doing with it? Are we calling it? A handoff. Can you break away? No, won't be the case. Unlucky. No mercy for this one. Virginia Tech will take the victory, and it's going to be an emphatic one. It is 62-14, our final score.
And what can you say? It was everything and business here in Blacksburg. St. Major player of the game, 42-57 for a good Lord amount of yards. Just a performance here, bouncing back after a tough trouncing last week by Clemson. Getting it done emphatically in all facets. And credits to Notre Dame, still looking for a little bit of sunshine in the bleakness of the season, but still have plenty of time to try to turn things around.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for hanging out. As always, it was a great Thursday night to be with you. You were watching CFSL here on PX1 Sports on YouTube. If the game hasn't concluded, be sure to check out Twitch. If not, we will see you again next week for more action from CFSL. I've been Anthony with Dom, Mike, and Austin. And Twitch just ended. So with that, guys, have a great night. Be safe, and we'll see you next time.